Developing news this morning, an appellate court quickly snatches victory out of the hands of Governor Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, he is battling President Trump for control of California National Guard troops guarding federal property during the anti-ICE protest. Mario Ramirez is live in Los Alamitos with more. Mario, it's not over.
No, it's not. That ruling from a federal judge on the National Guard giving control back to the governor hasn't been reversed, but it has been temporarily blocked until at least next week. And that means those National Guard troops stationed here at this military base in Los Alamitos will remain under the president's command after he activated them on Saturday last week as demonstrations continue across the region. Now, Sky Fox was over the Joint Forces training base. Take a look here in Los Alamitos, where National Guard troops are stationed and where they've reportedly been training on civil unrest and crowd control. Just yesterday, a federal appeals court gave President Trump temporary approval to keep those troops deployed here in Southern California. This comes after a lower court ruled the deployment was unlawful and should remain under control of Governor Newsom. That earlier ruling came from U.S. District Judge Charles Breyer, who argued that the president overstepped his authority summoning the National Guard. In a statement, he said the president's actions were illegal, both exceeding the scope of his authority and violating the 10th Amendment to the United States Constitution. He must therefore return control of the California National Guard to the governor of the state of California forthwith. Now, this was the governor's reaction to that initial ruling.
We're very gratified by this decision. His section that he asserted the authority to overrule the objections of a state governor. Clearly, in the 36-page order, those cornerstones that he claimed or asserted were not met. Section 12, 406, clearly there's no invasion, there's no rebellion. It's absurd.
But about 2.5 hours later, that decision was paused. The case now heads back to a hearing next week. The appeals panel, which includes 2 Trump-appointed judges and 1 appointed by Biden, will hear arguments in the case on Tuesday. So we could learn more, but in the meantime, it'll remain the National Guard under the president's command. Live here in Los Alamitos, we'll send it back to you.